Hey, shalom brothers, shalom sisters, Bishop Nathaniel here. That's right, you know what day it is. It's Shout Out Tuesday. It is Shout Out Tuesday, and I pray you brothers and sisters join me every Tuesday afternoon on IUIC Events channel, where I will be reading your kind and inspirational letters, also thanking you for your kind donations, and also covering very important biblical information for the mental well-being of our 12 tribes. That's right, 12 tribes worldwide. So hope to see you then, every Tuesday afternoon on IUIC Events. Shalom.
They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. Coming with a vengeance. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. They screaming peace, it ain't no peace. We prophesying in the streets. We seeking peace in the streets of Babylon. Brandishing Glock 40s, tucking heat like a carry-on. Sinning against the fathers, got me sleeping, not napping on. Christ the King revealed, this aerial phenomenon. Kicking against the bricks, lose your soul when that fire come. We purify better than gold, got my Bible on, and that's all that I know. When Babylon gon' fall, watch it blow. Ayy, switching it up, the nation's gon' drink it. I'm talking the cup, don't care what you thinking. Believe in the gospel, God is thinking. The fires of heaven gon' gather for dinner. The ear of the flesh, the wicked, the sinner. Your mama, your sister, your daddy, your cousin can get their issue. If they mind, they don't repent.
Now let's bring it up to today. Guess what? We're being shot down.
Right.
We're being raped. We're being harassed by our own people. And of course also the police officers as well.
Right.
Because back then there was what? There was the ones that was sitting on that horse, right? That was the one who was overseeing us to make sure we was doing what we supposed to do, right? Make sure if we do not, and sometimes they would just, if they felt like it, if we sneeze or cough the wrong way, they'll probably just put us to death, right? Same way today. They don't care at all, period. The same thing they was doing back then, the same thing that's happening today, sis. So read on.
And cursed shall thy be in the field.
In the field right here. Just brought out sugarcane field, tobacco field. You know, those was things that was happening to us.
Right.
That was a curse, sis. So read on.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So it says thy sons. So you have sons and daughters, right? So if they was taken and given unto another people, sis, how would you feel? You wouldn't feel good at all. But look, they show movies, right? Every February, every year, every February, they have a slave movie coming out to show us, right? They just recently did that. So you see our kids being sold off right here. Mother and the daughter right here. They been sold off. You see a man right here. These are movies, images from the movies. Matt Dingo right here. Brother being sold off. This happening. This is our history.
That's
and our people are not remembering this history.
Right.
They're trying to forget it. The nation, Esau has taken so far that they've taken our history out of the schools. So we are here to teach our people this and tell them, don't forget, because we must remember. Read that back on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Come on.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
So there's nothing we could do. Just like today, there's nothing we could do. If they come and take your kids, sis, there's nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real fast, I just want to say something. What's your name again, sis? Kanisha? Sis. Now, we're reading out the Bible, and the Bible said that they was going to take our sons and daughters away. Who is the Bible talking to at this particular time? The children of... Right. So, The Bible is talking to the children of Israel. Say it. Read that verse again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
So when you seen the movie 12 Years a Slave, Roots. Remember Roots when kids that got took away from her parents? What was her parents doing? They was crying.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So God said this was going to happen to the Israelites.
Right.
You and I both know that this happened to our people, right?
Bring it out.
So who does that make us? If we're not black, we're not African American, this Bible is talking to the Israelites.
Right.
The same thing that happened to the Israelites, guess who happened to? Us.
Right.
The so-called blacks, right? So what does that make us? Right here. What this?
Oh, Judah.
So what is this? The 12 tribes of who?
Israel.
Give me Deuteronomy 101.
Read it
I'm
up.
gonna show you something. Sis. I want you to get this real fast. I want you to get this now. We're gonna stick with you. I want you to get this. That's okay. That's okay. We like to be interactive, sis. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who is Moses talking to? All Israel. We're going to stay in the same book and go back and read it again. So Moses is talking to the Israelites. Guess what he told the Israelites? They didn't keep God's commandments. Read.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Even today's time, if Child Protective Services come to somebody's house and somebody say that we was abusing our child,
Right.
what would the Child Protective Service do? Take that child.
Right.
Could you go get him back? No. Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
No might that I had to go get our kids back. So God said this will happen to the Israelites, sis.
Right.
But this happened to my people and your people. So who does that make my people and your people? The who? That's right, sis. Come on, bro.
That's right.
Come on,
All
bro.
praise. All praise to the Most High. So let's give me 68 real quick. Verse 68. Because this scripture right here, this verse right here is going to seal the deal to prove to anyone on the face of the earth that we are the Israelites according to the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So right here it says the Lord shall bring us into Egypt again. So understanding, the Bible is its own dictionary. So it said we're going to go back into Egypt. So if you said you read the Bible, right? You read a little. So Moses, he delivered Israel out of what? What place? It's Egypt. He brought them out of, he bringing them out of the land of Egypt, leading them out of the land of Egypt. So the Most High said, if he's going to bring us back into Egypt, but we're going to show you what Egypt means according to the Bible.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt, according to the Bible, is bondage. That's bondage. What does bondage mean? It's slavery, sis. That's what it means. Because when we was in Egypt, we was slaves in Egypt.
Right.
Just like today, this is our slavery. And the Most High, he's going to deliver us out of this place. He's going to save the same nation back then. He's going to come and save us a second time.
Right.
So read that back over one more time.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ship.
With what?
With ship.
So sis, how did we get over here as a nation of people? Our praises. How did we get over here as a nation of people? And what? Slave ships, cargo slave ships. That happened to us, sis. And this is our history. And this is what they try not to want us to forget right here. They tell us to remember 9/11, right? The Jewish Holocaust.
Right.
But they tell us not to tell us to forget about this.
Right.
Don't remember this. This is old history. But Most High says what?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
He said, the same way I told you, I'm going to do this. Just like you tell your child, if you don't do this or do that, I'm going to take that belt and I'm going to whoop you. Also, I said the same thing. I'm going to bring you back into Egypt. I'm going to put this curse upon you. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So, Most High said we're going to be sold unto our enemies. So, sis, who took us from the west coast of Africa? What nation of people? Like what race of people? White man, the white man, right?
That's right.
And as soon as we got off over here, he did what? Read that part again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So who sold us? The white man, right?
Right.
The white man, he sold us, right? Read.
For bond men and bond women, and no man shall buy you.
Now, that buy you means save you.
Right.
So, reading this right here, this verse right here, just think about it. What other nation of people went to slavery on slave ships? Just meditate on that.
Read out.
Did the Chinese man, did that happen to the Chinese man? What about?
Was it the Indians?
Yeah, it happened to the Indians. Guess what? They are our people as well.
Right.
Tribe of Gad right here. You looking at one. This brother right here.
Right.
He's Native American. Guess what? This brother, he's from the tribe of Reuben. He can go back and look at his history right here. Seminole Indian. Guess what?
Right.
We are the nations of Israel. And guess what? We are connected. When you look at the right here on this side, this is what the nation called us right here. This is what the world considers us as.
Right.
But on this side, this is what the Most High God called us.
That's right.
This is what tribe we come from. We make up the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Right.
But right here, guess what? Since we did not keep the commandments at all, the Most High said he was going to separate us. He was going to scatter us. Give me that verse 64, I believe. He's going to scatter us in all forms of the nations. Right? Read that.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So we were scattered among our people. Like now, you can find our people everywhere across the world.
Right.
Wherever you go, you can find us because we're in every city, we're in every ghetto, every project. Wherever you go, you can find us. You just say, where can I find the hood? And then everybody will point you in that direction. Guess what? When you go there, you're going to find our people.
Right.
We're going to find us. Why? Because what? You find us in those places, right? Because what? We broke God's commandment.
Right.
We did not want to listen to God. So God said, I'm going to put a punishment on you. I'm going to curse you. Now we're going to get something else real quick. Give me verse 68.
68.
I mean, not 68, but 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So now after this, I'm gonna go and show you a solution what we can do to get up out of this terrible, place that we in. You know, we in the hoods and ghettos. Would you want to see our people live in the hoods and ghettos? For just continue on? Like, no, we don't want to be. We trying to get up out the ghetto.
Right.
You know, some of our people, they try to, try to play football, basketball, go to school and all that, trying to get up out the ghetto.
Right.
That's just for themselves. But what about your whole nation of people? You want everybody to get out because you want everybody to be at the top of where we supposed to be. So real quick, read that.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
Now, we have been destroyed as a nation of people.
Right.
Because we refuse to listen to God. So right here, you know what a yoke of iron is, sis? A yoke of iron. When we got those slave ships, this is what they put up on our necks right here.
Right.
This is yokes of iron right here. He said until we have been destroyed.
Right.
So imagine a dog or something, right? So if you put a dog on a chain, right? And he has it go from the porch all the way to the sidewalk. Now it's out to the sidewalk, but just right there, just on that dog for 2 years, right? It just has so much it can go. That dog know I can go from that porch all the way to that sidewalk, to the tip of that sidewalk. So you take the leash off, that dog is going to do what? No, it's not gonna run wild, but it's gonna go from that push to where?
To their sidewalk.
To that sidewalk,
That's
because
right.
it know that's the only way I can. That's so far I can go.
Right.
So guess what? Right here, we can't go. We only can go so far in this world. We go from the porch all the way to the sidewalk.
That's
but guess
right.
what? Most High has opened us and showed us the truth.
Right.
So, in order for us to get up out of the conditions that we're in, we have to start doing what? No, hold on. Go to verse 1.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay, sis, because the Most High says He put all these curses upon us. Why? Because we didn't want to what? We didn't listen.
Right.
So if you want to get above, right, you have to do what? If you want, you have to listen, right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So you shall listen carefully unto my voice, read.
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Most High said, if we as a nation of people would start listening to Him, following His commandments, He's going to set us up above, on high, above all the nations. Give me chapter 7, verse 6, real quick. We're going to be above every single nation, because all the nation that's above us now are who? The so-called white man, the so-called Chinese man, the so-called Arab man. And when you
Right.
come, you see them on every single corner. You go wherever you go, you're gonna find a Mexican, not Mexican, but Chinese restaurant.
Right.
You're going to find a juice store, right? And that's who? The other nations that come to our community to take our resources from us. So
Right.
give me that. I'm gonna show you how God feels about His people.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So God said you are holy. Holy means special.
Right.
When something is special unto you, that you don't want no one to touch it, right?
Right.
You protect it. You enclose it. You put it somewhere safe where no one can touch it. Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
So God said, I have chosen you. This nation of people, all these people that scattered in the four corners of the world. He
Right.
said, I have chosen you. Read.
To be a special people unto the Lord, unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So all people. So we're above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right.
So in order for us to get out of this dead state that we're in now, we have to start listening.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a commandment, sis, real quick, because give me Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. Because I think I asked you. I didn't ask you. I'm sorry. I didn't ask you. Let me ask you. Do you love the Lord? You love the Lord. So if the Lord asks you to do something, sis, what you do?
I should do it, and I'm supposed to do it. But
Uh-huh.
sometimes I might not do it.
You
I'm
may not do.
young,
Okay.
nervous.
So I'm finna read something to you real quick. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on that woman's garment.
All right, let's deal with that second part of it. So it said, a man should not put on a woman's garment. What is a woman's garment?
Clothing and underwear,
Clothing like what? What's clothing?
like dresses,
Dresses, right? And what else?
bras,
Those things, right, that belongs to a woman.
Right.
So if a man put those things on, which our men are doing that today, how do you feel about that? Let me ask you that.
I don't like
It's
that.
unnatural. It doesn't look right.
Right.
At the sight of eyes. Yeah, so it doesn't look right. So read on. Let's see how God feel about it.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So God said, if the man is doing that, you are an abomination. You are an abomination. We're going to show you how God feels about abomination real quick. Give me that in Sirach. Sirach chapter 15, verse 13. So, if a man, our men today are, growing up effeminate, right? They're being taught now in the school to accept that if you're a male, right? If you're a born male, that you have a choice to choose whether you want to be a boy or a girl. This
Right.
is what been taught in our school today. All right? So we're going to see how God feels about a man wearing a dress. Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hated all abomination.
The Lord what?
hateth all abominations.
So, sis, does God hate?
I didn't know he hated, but I see
Yeah, he does. He said he hates all abomination.
Right.
So there are many things that are abominable in the Bible, and God hates when we do those things. For example, do you know God hates certain food? He says it's an abomination to eat these certain foods. Do you know that?
Yeah.
You know that what type of foods?
I guess pigs, and we ain't supposed to eat our cows.
No. We can eat a pig. We can eat the cows.
We can eat
We
the
gonna
cows,
go into it.
Not the pork.
All praise, not the pork, but all praises. Yes, that's actually in the scripture. We're going to show you that. But let's deal with go back to Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So we dealt with the man, right? So it mentioned the woman also. So it said the woman should not wear that which belongeth unto a man. So what do women wear that belongs to men?
I guess big clothes.
No.
Underwear.
Let me ask you. When our women was enslaved, all the way up to the 50s, right? In the 60s as well.
Right.
You know, what were the women wearing? Look right here. Look at this picture. You see the sisters right
Right.
here. She been cast off, but she's wearing something. What she? No, she's not wearing pants.
Oh, I see. She got on a dress.
She has on what?
A dress.
So the women always wore dresses.
Right.
They was always wearing dresses.
Oh.
So what did women after the 60s, right? What did they start wearing?
Is it pants?
Pants. That's right. So
Right.
let me ask you, what do you have on now that belongs to a man?
Pants.
Pants.
That's right.
Pants, sis. So God hates that. That's the dress code according
Right.
to the Bible. So the man so if you're cross dressing, God hates that. He doesn't like that at all. So we just read that God hates abomination. So that's an example right there of something that God tells us to do and we don't follow. Some of our people know this, but they don't want to listen to it because guess what? The women say, oh no, these are women pants.
Right.
These are women pants. These are made for women. But God said, no, the pants are made for men.
Right.
But let's prove that. Give me, what's that, Exodus 28. Exodus 28.
That's why they used to wear them long skirts all the time.
Right. And I'm going to show you something you're supposed to wear and put at the bottom of those dresses to help you remember the commandments. Read that.
Exodus chapter 28 verse 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness from the loins, even unto the thighs they shall reach.
So they should wear linen breeches. So you done heard it from old folks. Pull up your breeches, boy. Pull up your pants. Pull them up. So they was talking to who? Mainly what? The men. They never told the women to do that. They have to tell the women to do that because they was wearing what? A dress.
Right.
So the pants were made for men and not for women. And the other way around, dresses were made for women and not for men. But our people, they don't want to listen to that at all.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.